Hello, hello. Happy Friday, y'all. Y'all? They never say y'all. That's like the first time in like years I've said y'all, but
Big boy live stream.
We got the Legatus today, the big boy Legatus. We got a ton of insane hardware kind of going and playing with the desk real quick, but this is the Intel version of the Legatus. We have an Intel i9 14900K. We have 64 gigabytes of 6000 speed RAM. We have 2 terabytes of a base boot drive, and I believe, and also an upgrade to another 2 terabytes, right? We have 2 terabytes
yeah.
and 2 terabytes here, so we have 4 terabytes total. We got the Infinity fans right here. We have an ROG Refusion 3, 1300 watt platinum rated power supply, and then we have a Gigabyte 4090 Aero. So a lot of hardware kind of going into this one, and then all of it's going to be going into the O11 RGB Evo. So let's get started. Oh, and the Dark Hero. We have the motherboard, which is our Dark Hero, Maximus Dark Hero.
I'm about to bust.
Perfect timing.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm swimming.
Got a lot of hardware. Oh, I forgot to mention we also have a 7-inch screen mount. So I've already assembled this. This is we made this white bezel just for it. This would be stick on the back where you'd put one exhaust fan. We'll just go ahead, secure it to the back of the case, and we'll run these cables up the back. So very premium, you know. Got to get all your all the little gadgets, all the goodies.
Take it apart and put it back in the box for a proper reveal.
Yeah, what we should do, like, for opposite day, I take apart a computer and be like, okay, well, you won't be getting your computer today or tomorrow because it's not built. And I will have to take the time to rebuild it.
That would actually be a purple joke.
What you do is pre-record the stream, and then you do it all backwards, but you just talk live.
Oh, I see.
So you can still answer chat live and everything, and people are like, "Oh my god!"
Just don't show your face.
Just don't show your face, or like you could show the face, but just don't show your mouth or something.
Wear a mask.
Yeah, Alexander Mask.
Yeah, yeah.
Or something. Like, yeah.
We're talking too much. Giving away all our secrets.
Ooh. I woke up at 2:30 in the morning to my cats chasing a moth around my room. Nothing better to do at 2:30 in the morning.
Yep. Gotta hunt.
Gotta protect the household while everyone's sleeping. At first I was like, and then like the moth landed like on a metal cylinder I had in my room, so it was like boom, like my cat like hitting it on the. I was like, oh my god. It's so funny. I like wasn't even mad. I was like, honestly, they caught it and I took care of it, but then they like fit. They're like still looking.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it still here?
Yeah, you guys are gonna hate me. I had to get a new monitor, so I went bigger. What monitor did you have before? You had a Samsung, didn't you? I want to say you got a Samsung.
Star Killer already with the upgrades.
Okay.
I was not invited to the new monitor party.
Don't ask me why I remember that. I don't. My brain ran it. Yeah, I can't even remember words.
He can't even speak, but he can remember random.
Can't remember
stuff in his
random.
life. Random information just comes out. Brad gets all his knowledge. He heard it somewhere.
Yeah.
He's like, "Why do you think that, Brad?" You're like, "No. I just remember someone saying that."
Yep.
So plenty of room for more NVMe space in this build should the customer want some. We already filled out our top slot, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 more on the motherboard itself. I have done one build where I filled out the entire thing. That was so cool.
Absolutely insane.
It was 4 5 terabyte drives.
You got
Or-
57 inch.
The 57-inch, it was on sale.
Is that like the Neo G9, the one that like rotates?
That has to be, yeah,
It
I
has
think
to be
so.
that one, right? Oh my god. You're a bad dude. Oh jeez. Hey man, if you got a good deal on it, I probably didn't
Good
say-
deal's a good deal.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for a good deal, and I always support anyone getting a good deal. I also support impulse buys. A lot of people sit there and regret their impulse. I'm like, no. There's not time to regret. If you really regretted it, you wouldn't have even done it.
Speaking of regret buys, I'm regretting that.
You know what? I was gonna ask you the other day how it was going. Like,
Yeah,
you
it's
just
like
didn't-
after I like sat down and like actually looked at my bill,
yeah.
my monthly bill, it's gonna be another $70. I mean, I knew that.
Actually seeing it.
Yeah,
and stuff
seeing
is
it.
like,
Like I just got rid of like one of my firms, and now I'm basically getting another. I mean, it was through Xfinity, but it's essentially another firm. So like, and that's locked in for 2 years. It's like, what the fuck am I doing? I should just save the money and it, like
for
and
that
buy
type
it
of
with
stuff,
cash.
heck, I always try to just buy out straight.
Yeah.
Like it's not worth it because the rates on tech are crazy, and then
And it's obsolete, and if you have a 2-year plan or whatever, it's obsolete in 2 years.
Yeah.
Like,
not really obsolete, but it's like the new stuff's
yeah, the
already
new
out,
stuff's
like-
out and it's cooler, and if you really want an iPad, like I'll just get it in November.
Yeah.
Like that's when our next 3 paycheck month is. I'll just buy it with cash.
Definitely worth it.
And plus, Xfinity makes you buy their limited data. Bitches than leaving my house.
Yeah, like I'm not taking this out
And if
unless
I
you're like going out for business.
yeah, I need data on my iPad. If I need data on my
Like
iPad,
data-
I'll just tether it with my phone.
I've never understood like data on that.
Yeah,
Like I get it, I do get it, but from my experience, I'd just be like, why wouldn't I just use my phone
yep.
that has data?
I mean, it's kind of nice if you forget your phone at home.
It is, like, yeah, or like if you
Yeah,
don't
like-
want to take your phone, you're going to
Yeah.
like an event, you don't want to have your phone on you, but you don't want to be. I get it. If you live that lifestyle, like 100%, that makes sense. But if
Yeah.
you live like me, where there's no point, like everything you just do on your phone, it's
Yeah.
like. So yeah, like I can see both sides. I thought about getting an Apple Watch. I'm an Apple guy. I know like I can use other. I just like that Apple. I'm a sucker just for their ecosystem. Stuff does just work really well within the ecosystem.
Yeah, that is the nice thing. If you have an iPhone, it meshes with your MacBook. And
Yeah. So I like that. Like I like how my AirPods, I can like pick it up. I get readings on my phone, like
Mhm.
about everything about it. No, I really like that feature. of it. So usually, and I've had iPhones like not my whole life, but whenever I could buy my first iPhone, I did. I always had like hand-me-downs I had the Motorola Flip. We talked about this,
Yep.
but like the Razer phone, I love that thing.
Yeah, that was the best phone.
I had like the Edge phone too, where you could like slide the keyboard
Oh,
up.
yep.
That was cool. I had like the maroon red one. Back when phones were like cool colors.
Yep.
Ooh.
Damn!
Star Killer in the chat.
The 49-inch was flickering and power cycling nonstop. Took it back to Best Buy, used the warranty. The 57-inch was there on sale and ended up paying $34 for it.
Wow.
What? Only problem I noticed is that the GPU and CPU 99% and the temps are higher than normal.
Make sure you have. I don't know if that monitor comes like needs them. Make sure you download monitor drivers.
Yeah.
If it needs it. Because you might have your display drivers all set, but you might need like legit like Samsung monitor drivers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's drivers for monitors. Especially like the high-end gaming ones. Yeah. I don't know if Samsung actually has them, but
Worth. I don't know. I'm not a monitor guy. I will help you as much as I know, but
yeah, like my Dell monitors at home, they have drivers.
yeah.
I know Alienware has drivers too, for some of their higher end.
I know some MSI ones do too.
Yeah.
There's just two like mounting screws that come with this revision, and I've drawn this physically like on our whiteboard for other techs to like know the physical difference of it, because it does like give you different heights, like on how you get contact from your cold plate to CPU, but I can never remember the difference. I like always have to look at the instructions. But I hate when they're like, here's two different ways to mount stuff.
Yeah, right. Label them for me, please.
Can we just can you put like a little label on it, or like
Make them blue or make them red, like.
that's what
Okay.
that's what Thermalright does. AMD is
Yeah.
red stand up.
Yep.
And it's like,
Just color code them.
Yeah.
Make them a little different. I don't know.
make it fun for me.
Yeah.
Make me have to think. Know your audience.
Yeah.
Nerdy computer builders. All right. We got this behemoth of a case. I'm actually building one of. I have this case on my desk right now. I was actually in the middle of the build before I started this up, but I'll be doing a reverse orientation. So I have this entire case flipped upside down right now. I have the feet on the top and the top where the feet are.
Oh, on the build you're doing at your desk.
Yep. And the entire motherboard is upside down right now. If you guys have never seen that, this case can do. So it's really nice if you have like a table setup, a room setup, or like your PC sits on the left of you, and you buy this really nice PC, but you can't look into it if it's like this orientation. So this one you can flip upside down super easily. And then you can still see everything. You don't have to change your whole setup around just your computer. I know. Thank you, someone.
Hey, what's up,
appreciates
Mike
it.
Davis? How's it going? We're building our Legatus, which is our top of the line model with a screen mod. Here are the parts.
So we have an anti-sag bracket that comes with this case. I'm not going to use it because specifically with our graphics card we have, it doesn't play that nicely with it, and it can cause some actual physical bending to the heatsink itself. What doesn't damage the card doesn't damage the heatsink. Just the metal's a little thin at one part where it makes contact. I'll point it out on what I'm talking about, but to avoid that, we're just going to use a different mounting mechanism for anti-sag.
This is the motherboard with the LCD on the I/O panel, right? The motherboard.
Small LCD. They call it. ROG calls it their animatrix.
Oh, okay.
So, but you can put GIFs on it. You can put
That's
animations.
cool.
I've seen people put like rockets right there. Specifically on the Dark Hero versus the regular Hero, there's a lot of differences between the boards, but right here in the I/O, the one on the Dark Hero is actually more condensed pixel. So you get a better picture from it if you're trying to do anything cool like that.
Hey, what's up, Saitama? The VIP for today.
The bit.
Oh, oops, I forgot to open up the other chats.
Rad. Alright, chat. Brad's never streamed before.
My first day.
You got a rookie.
And we're logged out of YouTube again.
Yeah, we're just kind of making good progress on the board. Honestly, perfect timing to join. Everything screwed in. Can I hawk too on this computer? That'll be my thermal paste. Speaking of thermal paste, I might need to go get some more.
What?
Hawk 2 and spit over that CPU.
Do whatever it takes to keep that fucking cool.
I like how that's how Eminem like opens his
Yeah.
album.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. What I did from 8 to 9 before work.
You need to listen to the whole
Just
album.
sat down and listened to the whole thing.
I forgot that it dropped today. I thought for some reason I got it mixed up and I thought it was dropping in August.
Oh.
So I was like, people were posting about it. I was like, what's going on? I was like, why am I seeing all those Eminem just dropping music back to back on YouTube? I was like, that's so weird. I was like, is he just releasing it early? I was like, oh wait. Wait a second.
Sorry, Valkyra, if you're still there. I did not have YouTube open.
Oh no, Brad.
Hopefully you're still here. I'm sorry to disappoint.
Very special build today. This is the only build today. I've been building more, but this is the only one for stream today. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, I'm gonna pull some fans out.
Twitter is now.
Any plans for this weekend, Brad?
Not that I remember.
Not that you remember?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a pretty chill weekend.
Yeah, that's good. It's gonna be really hot.
Yeah.
We're getting that like western heat wave. the West, and I think it's coming over. But then next week it's supposed to be like 70.
Sweet. I'm ready for that. It's been a pretty mild summer so far.
I feel like, yeah, we've had like some hotter parts of it, but like nothing.
Nothing crazy. Nothing like last year. Remember last year?
Ooh, I thought yards were gonna light on fire
I know.
with how dry it was. Well, now I went golfing last night, and it just so happened that this guy golfing alone was also like a farmer. He was like, "Yeah, the rain's really nice, but now it's getting all my equipment messed up. So the mud is going everywhere. Like it's good, but it sucks."
That's something you don't think about.
No, like everyone's like, "Oh my god, the farmers must love it," and they're
Yeah.
like, "No."
Yeah, we should have some more builds next week, okay? This one's a big one.
Yeah, this one should take a while.
Yeah,
This It should take the whole time of like a normal stream. The only thing, usually we do 2 builds with this. I'll prep like these fans you see me doing here right now. I'll have them just kind of pre-wired. But today we just wanted to do this one today. We'll have a lot for next week though. That's for sure.
Starkiller says, just installed the driver for it, found it on the Samsung website. Now I'm about to update the firmware
Oh, nice.
on the monitor.
There you go. That might
Yeah.
smooth some things out for you. Also might put some less stress on your hardware.
Yeah, especially if you didn't have G-Sync enabled yet.
Yeah.
G-Sync will save you.
It'll like optimize everything for you.
Yep.
Well, it's like what's crazy that you buy these super nice monitors and they don't make it like obvious that you need to download these drivers. Like they probably say it in the instruction manual,
Yeah,
but it's like in fine print, basically. No one.
everyone's so used to like monitors.
Yeah.
Like they should
Download
make it a little bit
drivers.
more prominent. More.
Like literally a square piece of paper that's like
Yeah,
download.
It's right on top.
Or like scan this QR code to
Yeah.
find how to download drivers.
Just something.
Yeah. Because it's like if we shipped someone a computer and we didn't update the drivers, or we didn't download GeForce Experience, like no GPU drivers. What do I do?
Yeah, right?
Or it's not working as it should. So what I'm trying to say is that we're better than Samsung.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, how often should you check for monitor drivers? I think once, at least for mine, because I have Dell. Once I download one, it keeps it updated. It kind of just does.
I would check every like few months.
Yeah.
I say like if everything's working, don't update it. Pretty much. Unless it's like an update, they're like, you need to update it and do it. But if they're like minor bug fixes, sometimes those minor bug fixes can also create new bugs.
Yeah.
And it's way too much. So I just like it's like BIOS for a motherboard. Like if your computer's working, there's no real reason to update BIOS.
Mhm.
So like, I don't know. Like some people are like super adamant and staying on their Windows updates, which is good. I mean, say like check all your boxes. But I don't even. If it's like, oh, you can shut down your computer and update, I'm like, nah. I just like turn it off. I don't care. It's like it's working fine.
Yeah. I mean, like Jacob said, just if it's not broken, don't try to fix it. You're more likely to mess something up with you. Run into issues. If it's stable, don't mess with it. Hey, Stark.
Underscore
Starkiller Sun
1987
with the
just
prime.
reset for
Whoa.
you.
Thank you,
Glad you
Starkiller.
think I
Thank
could
you,
run the
thank you.
240 hertz on 3080
And I know our
display port?
streamers. Thank you too. Speaking of which, all of our subs, ad revenue, all that stuff from Twitch. that all goes to support our team of streamers. They get paid out monthly, and we pay them with the channel revenue because they stream on our channel and create content for you guys. So if you like to support small streamers and what we're doing with our Twitch platform, feel free to sub. If you want more info about it, you can head over to the About Us on the page, and you can actually read the contract that we send out to our streamers.
Full transparency.
Full transparency.
No secrets. It's like the contract basically says like if you want to stop doing it, you can. It's like,
Yep.
and it's like if we're done with you, like
Yep.
it's a very straightforward like contract.
Yep.
It's nothing like binding. Like our streamers aren't like legally bound to like stream. They do it out of like their own like will and want, and they,
Yep.
like they love doing it. So.
Yo, you think I could run the 240 hertz on a 3080 Ti display port?
Wait, what was that question again?
Do you think I could run 240 hertz on a 3080 Ti display?
240 hertz?
Yeah. Depending on the settings in the game.
Yeah, it depending on the game, depending on the settings. It all takes your own tweaking, like optimization.
It can't hurt to set your monitor to 240 and then just go with it. Like there's
Yeah.
no reason.
I mean, you always get like a little bit of like no matter what, even the best graphics card in the world. If there's a lot of pixels that happen a lot, like for a second on the screen, you'll get frame drop.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't even matter if it's a 4090, you'll see frame drop on something like that. Not like where your like pixels are stretching, getting all messed up, but it's just like you'll see like it'll dip like 20 frames or something and then go back up. I say try it. Like see what it can do.
yeah, I
See if
mean,
it can.
there's literally no reason as long. I mean,
If it's a 4K panel, I'd maybe try turning it to 2K.
yeah.
You know, and then try getting those.
I guess my point is it doesn't hurt to run it at 240, even if you get 160 out of it. It's
Yeah.
still gonna look.
Right. I just run 144 and I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
crispy.
Yep.
Or sorry, yeah, I run 2.5K. Let's not forget what we learned this week,
Oh,
Brad.
that's right. 1440p's 2.5.
Let's not forget what we learned in class.
Forgot about that already.
I'll make you do homework.
But what about my weekend? Hey, what's up, Kobo? I will send you that email after stream. I got busy and distracted and forgot all about it. For the time being, anyways.
Brad chefed up today.
Yep, we did a little cookout.
Yeah. Brad was the barbecue beast.
So was Liz.
Really?
Liz was brilliant.
I didn't know Liz was out there on the charcoals.
Mm-hmm. She did majority of the chicken. I think I cooked it like once. She did all the other clips.
That chicken turned out good. I winged the shit out of it.
I want to try it. It smelled and looked good, but I had a burger.
It was like a little salty for my liking, but it has good flavor.
Yeah.
I completely winged it.
It's the best. Brad cooked the wieners. No wieners today.
Yeah, we didn't have any wieners.
Just burgers and chicken.
Yeah.
And then Jacob brought some jalapenos from his garden. I grubbed those puppies up.
I could taste jalapeno, but then like I didn't get the spice.
Yeah,
And
they
I was like,
didn't have
no. I don't know if they were like maybe a little too young.
That could be it.
I think it was a combo of the heat and they were like younger.
Yeah.
Because the other jalapenos I pulled, they were like, a little bit bigger than that.
And I know that they get spicier the more
They like,
drier they are. So if you don't water them, they get spicier.
oh, that makes sense.
The stress of the low water makes them spicy.
Or like it sucks the water out of the pepper and just leaves most
Yeah,
of the spice, something
yeah.
like that. Well, the spice comes most of the seeds.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
um,
See ya. I already did.
Oh, did you?
how much I
It
owe
said you
you?
got it.
Huh?
It said you got it.
Okay.
How much I owe you?
Oh, no, this was for
The bricks.
bricks.
Yeah. For
The
patio bricks.
papers.
Oh, okay, for sure.
I bought them.
You bought my balance.
Cool.
I know,
Yeah.
right? And we don't, nobody owes anything for lunch.
Okay. Like just the way she like leaned in, she was like, I thought like he was gonna come in and start like walking. Mustard on a beat. I like how Mustard like didn't even know his beat was being used. Like he had no clue. He said
Oh,
he
really?
No, he had no clue. He said he was talking to Kendrick, like literally about his garden. Kendrick never mentioned that he was using his beat. And then like because he was just like sending beats to Kendrick, like use this for the next one, use this for the next
Yeah.
one, just so he had like an arsenal. And then he used that one, and Mustard was like literally driving on the highway and heard it on the radio. And he's like, what?
It's so funny to me that they were playing it on the radio, dude.
Well, because anywhere
Like-
could play it. It was
Yeah.
not copyright was lifted.
So funny.
They were black. It was the #1 song in Toronto.
Oh my god. Oh man.
Because they hate Drake. I'm pretty sure Toronto like hates Drake. I don't know. I feel like it's like 50-50. Like it's the same no matter where you go. So funny.
Sounds like I need to check on YouTube to keep you working.
What happened?
Cobalt. Said, sounds like I need to check on you too to keep you working.
Oh yes, of course.
Although I feel like I've been jerking Jacob's chain with all the changes to the server.
Yeah, I gotta get. I was looking at that. I gotta make concise email back. Been looking at other cases and shit. I want to obviously, and now I know we have more time because we're waiting for the other chipset. But yeah, there's a lot of things that to like. That's the thing about like customs. I mean, you can go any level with it. So many things to do, and it's like really like once you start thinking of custom and you start like comparing hardware and you start looking more into it, you're like, you start seeing all the like
Yeah.
little differences between the stuff, and it becomes more like, oh, I could do this, I could do that. So I mean, it doesn't even bother me. I mean, to me, it's like Cobalt wants to like buy a machine from us, and like I want to help them get the machine they want. I don't care how long it takes, or
Yeah.
I don't care how many questions it is. It's why we build computers, you know.
Yep.
So.
But he says there's a sus number of references to Jacob's garden in these streams. Does it actually exist?
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
You know what? I actually tried when I first started it, and this was just because I know TJ likes messing around with like basically City Hall here. And he would love any opportunity to do it. I wanted TJ to like legally sponsor our garden. Like I was like, dude, you put the biggest banner on my thing. I don't care. Someone right on the sidewalk. I was like, there's nothing in the legal work that I signed that I cannot put advertisements on my garden.
Dude, actually, that's
Like there's
genius.
legally not they could come up to me and be like, no. And I'd be like, doesn't say I can't. And then like get your lawyer. Were you gonna get your lawyer and lose? Like
That's actually a genius idea, dude. Start selling marketing space.
he's
for
like
your garden.
she's like, so what are you wanting? I was like, you buy me a garden wagon. I was like, and then you get produce and you can put your sign up. And he thought about it. He's like, no. He's like, I can't do that right now. I was like, I understand. But that was funny.
XTC says feels like every barbecue needs hot dogs. We almost cooked some hot dogs.
We had hot dogs.
We had them.
They're in the fridge, but we had so much food
Are they
though.
hot dogs or are they soft? I don't know.
They're,
They're like a
there's
hybrid, I guess. I don't know.
like a pre-cooked hot dog.
Yeah.
But We had like 7 chicken breasts or something.
Yeah, we had a ton of chicken breast, 5 burgers. Good meal.
It was good. We had fresh onions pulled from the garden.
Yep. Fresh onions are really good too. Cobalt says much appreciated in reference to the changes and patience. So streamers get dibs on produce. Garden.
Hey, I'm going on a ton of beets. I just like have stuff. I have space in my garden. It's like, well, you can still plant beets this time of year. It's like, screw it.
Why not? Okay.
Yeah, like I just have them sitting here. Oh, dude, I can't wait for the watermelon. I think I'm most excited. I was mostly excited about the broccoli. Now I have 1 left. So sad, but that's left, and then the potatoes I'm also really excited for, because we're letting, from the last time you were there, they're still kind of fuller plants. Now they're like, which is good,
Yeah.
because you want it to just go into the potato. So hopefully they're pretty big.
That's exciting too.
I'm super excited.
Okay, I agree with that. I prefer chicken and sausage over hot dogs. Yeah, when I was a kid, I really loved hot dogs. But now that I'm a little bit older, I can take them or leave them. Sometimes they hit the spot. Nothing beats a good ballpark dog, like going. to a
Oh
game.
yeah,
They put crack in those things, man. Those things are so tasty.
it's something that you put in the water.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
stuff
like-
man. I could just eat those like all fucking
Yeah.
day. Nothing mimics them.
It's like a craving.
Yeah.
Like, I never crave a hot dog unless it's like a ballpark dog.
Yep.
When's the last time you've been to a ball game?
Cool. It's probably like 2007.
Was it in Chicago?
Yeah, it was a Cubs game.
I
Everybody-
like Wrigley more than the Sox Stadium.
Yeah.
Like I've been to the Sox Stadium.
Wrigley is has way more energy.
It does. It just
I
does.
like the Sox. Sox, they're my team over the Cubs, but
Mhm. We'll talk about that, but like,
it was only because Sammy Sosa broke my heart.
oh okay. I was like, the Sox are not good.
Oh yeah,
You might
nah.
want to change your.
And then they won the World Series, and that's when I was like, hey, I'm a Sox fan now.
For the Cubs.
No, when the Sox won the World
When did
Series.
they win the World Series?
2005.
Okay, so like a millennia ago.
Yeah. When you were a wee lad.
When I was like 4 or 5, depending on when it happened.
Yeah. But yeah, my dad had a really good year with his business, and so he took the company and got box seats for the Cubs game. And if anybody watches the Cubs or knows Cubs lore, I was in the box seat with when Lou Piniella got thrown out for the first time.
No, really.
And he like chucked third base or second base into outfield, and so that day, the thing that the stadium was giving out were these McDonald's mugs.
Oh, really?
So they were blue, and then they had the golden arches on them. And when Lou Piniella got thrown out, everyone chucked him onto the field. Everyone.
It's like a soccer game, like
Yeah,
something
they were
or
just
like a football game.
We're just chucking the fucking cups out. So they had to bring out the cleanup crew and like take them all in. And then right when they were about to start the game again, somebody threw their mug out, and this guy had to run from the dugout. He sprinted out there and grabbed it, and everyone started cheering. Yeah, they're like, yeah!
Go get it!
It was so funny. Yeah, dude. So like, it was a hot day out. So me and my two friends were sitting in the box seat, watching the game on TV, and when Luke Nell was like getting in the ump's face, we're just like all glued to the TV. And I'm just like, wait a minute, dude. It's happening right here. We're on the third base side. It's happening right here. Like,
Let's just watch the
what
game.
the fuck are we doing?
That's why I hate boxing. You see people watching the TV.
Yeah.
It's like,
Like you forget like the game is right in front of you. But yeah, that was a fun game. Thanks for following rubbing my own ball. Oh,
hey, at least it's you. You know?
Star Killers, I saw somewhere firmware updated. Awesome. Let us know if you notice a difference.
Is there Peltas on the list today? There is no Peltas on the list today. This is the only build for Friday. Peltas might be on. It would either be Monday or Wednesday. I know we have. Sorry, I paused. I'm trying to think of the queue that's in my head right now. Of what's next. I know that thing. Like the back of my hand. What's ready and what's not, what parts are waiting for. We got that screen plugged in. See how easy that was? I wish it just shipped like that. Didn't have to put it all together. I mean, if I did this right here, right now, okay, it's time for the stream, screen, we'd be here for 15 minutes. Like I said, nothing up. Probably not 15 minutes. Y'all know any software services you trust to optimize the PC so I'm not running my rig 99% while gaming and streaming? Trying to limit the stress in the system so it lasts. Is that still happening after you did the firmware update, Star Killer?
Yeah, I would check that.
Console after getting my PC. Yeah, actually, honestly, I was console my whole life, and then I kind of had a cheap $500 bought from Best Buy a long time ago, upgraded the card and that, and then I would use that sometimes for games, but I could never really keep up on bigger games, which I didn't really care about. I used that thing more of a workstation. I had Sony Vegas Pro. I pirated. I downloaded so many illegal things off of websites, just videos. I don't have them anymore.
Yeah.
But
Allegedly, he downloaded.
Allegedly, I downloaded and I no longer have.
Yeah. All hypothetical.
It was movies.
Yeah.
That, I just didn't want to pay for.
Hypothetically.
Yeah, hypothetically. Hey, when that happened, I was in Spain.
Yeah.
My VPN.
I wasn't even in the country.
Yeah.
It couldn't have been me. Somebody hacked my system.
I know one time with my college roommate was using this third party pirater software. He watched Wolf of Wall Street, and it's cool. He watched the whole movie. It's fine. A week later, he gets a cease and desist letter from Paramount Pictures. We know this is what you did. We you're at college. You did it. And he's just they're don't do it again.
Yeah.
And he's I'm not. He deleted it from his laptop. He's I'm never using it again.
The first 3 or 4 months we moved into the house in Cary, my wife wanted to play Sims, so she pirated it. Downloaded all of it, everything.
How did she figure out how to do it?
So
Even I don't even know how to do that. It's oh,
I
okay,
know
for
how to
sure.
do it too.
I haven't done it.
I
in a long
don't.
time.
Because of this.
Okay.
So literally 2 days later, I get about 12 or 13 emails from Xfinity saying that you downloaded Sims 4 whatever, and just everything got flat. And I'm fuck, Samara.
What did
What
you
the
do?
hell?
What did you do?
You can't do this. If you're gonna do this, you gotta find a VPN. We're not doing. Like, what the hell, man? Because, like, Xfinity can, like, ban you from, blacklist you from their service if you do it too much. There's also, like, you can have actual, like, lawsuits filed against you, too.
What's cool about like an Apple
Scary.
iPhone, like it like has a default VPN. So it like default, like it says it like I'm in Gary, it would say I'm in like Zurich or
Yeah.
like somewhere further, and it's like don't really know exactly where I am.
Didn't go too crazy. I'm only on a 1080p monitor, but plan to upgrade in the future. 1080p that's like 70% of the market right now, dude.
Yeah, 1080p is really good.
1080p is still the prime. Almost nobody's on 4K. Really low percentage, and it's like even lower for.
I feel like 4K is talked a lot.
Talked about a lot. Yeah.
More, it's talked more than it's actually used.
Yeah.
Like
4K monitors are expensive. Like
they're expensive, and like most games aren't optimized to run at 4K or higher frame rates. So like when they do, they just like cause issues.
yeah.
Like I gamed on 1080p for years until I found like a good deal on a 2K monitor, and I was like, I'm upgrading. It's
Yeah.
like I was like so pumped. Like 2 monitors.
Yeah.
I'm really moving up in the world.
I was actually going to upgrade to 4K in 2020. But I didn't like how, like, I went to go look at it at Best Buy, and it was, like, so fuzzy. Like, something was wrong with it. And I'm like, I don't want this at 4K. Like, if it's going to be fuzzy, fuck this monitor. And then the Best Buy guy was like, oh, this one's a 4K monitor. And it's a little bit cheaper. And I'm like, okay, sure, I'll get it. It looks good. I get home, and it was the 2K one. And I'm like, God damn it. Like, this is dumb. I totally just got fucking swindled because I decided not to look at the specs.
You always gotta look at the
I
specs.
took his word for it.
No.
That was dumb. But there's still a really good monitor, man. Like, I'm not complaining. That's part of the reason why I didn't return it. It was HDR, it was 2K, had G-Sync, which is what I wanted. So. And it was probably the better choice overall. Because I don't think 2070 Super could run 4K very well.
Not very well.
2K was probably. It was an oopsie, but it was probably a good oopsie.
Like 2K looks sharp, but it's like it's not too bright. You know, like 2K panels like don't have to be super bright like a 4K panel. You don't have like OLED. Like, you don't have like it's a sharper image. Beautiful like monitors. Like don't get me wrong. But like I don't know, there's give and take to everything. 2K monitors, they're dull and they might not be as sharp as a 4K monitor, but for me, in my eyes, it's nicer. It's like a nicer experience for me.
Yeah. And when it comes to like pixel density and stuff, like if you get a 27-inch 4K monitor or a 27.5 or a 1440p monitor, you're not gonna be able to. They're gonna look the same. Rough. So
Like, get 1 millisecond response time, get any resolution of the screen that you want.
yeah,
Look
Make
for
sure.
at least 120 hertz monitor.
yeah, G-Sync
G-Sync.
or FreeSync.
Yeah. And like that's really all you need.
Yeah.
Like 1 millisecond, any resolution. And then just like if you're getting a PC, like get more than 60 hertz. That's just
Yeah.
my rule of thumb.
Yeah. Yeah, and I always say don't go cheap on the monitor. Like, save some of your budget for a nicer monitor.
Yeah, like treat yourself. Like you treated yourself with the computer, like no, like treat yourself with a nice monitor and treat your computer to like a nice monitor.
Like you can get like you could have a 4090, but if you get a bitty monitor, you're not going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
It just really. I mean, some of the like, be wary of some of the cheap monitors that like sub 250. If they say 1 millisecond, just be careful because sometimes those can cause ghosting.
I'm trying to save my monitor.
Well, I think you got yours on sale, right? Yes. Cool. He's grabbing some thermal paste. But yeah, just be careful of like the sub 250 monitors saying 1 millisecond because it can cause some ghosting, which means when you move your mouse fast when you're playing a game. I noticed it on my cheaper-ish monitor when I was playing Minecraft. You move it and you can kind of see some trailing effect. It's not like annoying, but I mean it's not like deal breaker, but it can be a little bit visually annoying. Got my son an Asus monitor that's 2K 160 Hz. I think it was like 250, 300. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just save when you're planning on getting a computer. Just make sure you budget a little bit for a nicer monitor. Like you can get a really nice 1080p monitor for like 250, 300. Easy.
Right. Oh, I'm ready.
We are ready. Going top cam.
On top cam. I'm gonna clean off my freaking pump. We got some nasty stock thermal paste.
Ew, gross.
Ew. Gross. Get it out of here. Just like, I feel like if you're not telling me what thermal paste you're using on your pump, I feel like you skipped out your thermal paste. Because like Arctic will tell you like, hey, we use our thermal paste. And you're like, oh, I love Arctic.
Is it true that you can only get higher FPS with DisplayPort, not HDMI? Yes. So there's some limitations to HDMI with, in terms of refresh rate. I don't remember what it is. I think the highest it can go is like 120.
I think it is.
I think it's 120. And DisplayPort is
Bye, Owen.
higher. You're leaving, Owen? Oh.
No, he just came in and left. He came in, had his mouth like wide open, and then walked out. He's
He's getting a little hungry for some thermal paste. He's hoping
With
to
some-
squirt it into his mouth.
put it in the chicken.
Yeah.
You grabbing the chicken?
I did.
No.
Are you grabbing anything?
Yeah.
What do you want?
I was hoping to have a chicken breast and a burger.
Burger?
Take pretzel buns too. The pretzel buns on top of the fridge, I'm gonna take back. But the other buns are like fair game.
How many what are you taking?
Whatever's left.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just taking chicken and a burger. Okay. What's my arm? Jesus. Oh god, I have more food? Jeez, Owen.
Oh, dude, I have a bunch of radishes ready
Already? Oh yeah,
for
alright.
my first harvest. They're still on the ground. Because radishes, you can harvest them whenever. And you just put them in a jar and put them in the fridge. Put some water in the jar.
We have tinfoil?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I didn't even know that.
No, that's perfect. Thank you, sir.
Dude, I can't believe I cut those things in half. Like, those things were thick. I almost didn't. I was like looking. I was like,
No, it's good that you did because it makes them cook even.
yes. And it doesn't dry them out.
Yeah. Is it okay? I already read that. The difference between 2K and 4K is small. 4K is bragging, right? To be honest, yeah, pretty much. I'm pretty sure most competitive gamers play at 1080p for the high refresh rate. Yes, 1080p is the preferred.
That's the competitive. Anyone who plays games super competitive only plays
Yeah.
1080p.
1080p 24-inch. That's like the max that people recommend. Otherwise, it can get a little too blurry and grainy. Just like 27 inches, the max for 1440p, and 32 is relatively the max for 4K. BenQ, the monitor brand, I guess is a very nice monitor. I guess Shroud, he plays with a BenQ. If you know who Shroud is.
I know his name.
I don't follow Shroud, but I know, like, I've known about Shroud for a long time. The man is like an absolute god at person. Why? Don't shame me. Yours is a little different because you got a wide screen. Your screen.
The 4K
Starkiller-
slander will not be heard
Yeah.
by Starkiller right now.
Yeah.
No,
The
I think
4K ultra wide.
I think if we can all agree on something, 8K is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like unless you're doing like 8K photo rendering, like you need to see what your photo's gonna look like when you render it. You don't need 8K.
Yeah.
Like that's ridiculous.
Yeah. But yeah, the super ultra wide or whatever they call them now, that you got Starkiller is like creme de la creme. Top of the top. We've all dreamed about getting that.
We have all
Yeah.
talked about wanting to get that monitor, so don't think that we're hating on you.
Especially when it came out, I still remember PJ showing me that video of it. Do it! If I can find a deal like you got, I might do that.
I thought Caleb used to get new Arctic headphones every time. It was eventually like they did start, but he'd pay for the warranty. By the time it started messing up, the warranty would just be like close to done, so he'd just go make a claim.
Yep.
And he said headphones for free.
Smart.
Put a warranty on that one. Those go out. New headphones. Smart man.
I don't even want to look at prices for 8K monitors. Yeah, actually, I don't even know how expensive they are. I know they're probably pretty expensive.
They're like what 4K was when it first came out.
Oh, like $4,000.
Yeah, something like that. They're crazy expensive, but obviously it's like for people that.
I remember it was like 2001, 2002, and plasma TVs, first HD TVs were coming out. I remember going to Best Buy and looking at one. It wasn't very big. It was probably, I think it was like a 32-inch, $11,000. Yeah. And my
The
mom
thing
had
is,
just
people
bought
bought.
I know. My mom had just bought a car for the same price, roughly. I'm like, holy shit, Dad, this is the price of Mom's car, but in a TV.
I remember when those TVs, like when good TVs started coming out, my dad went like full nerd mode. He was like, "Holy shit, they're so much better now."
Yep.
But he got to watch TVs like.
Yeah. Going from the standard, like, light to...
Yeah, like I had one channel,
Yeah.
or sometimes two, if we could get the signal. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
or like
watching the news channels talking about HD TV. They're like, you can see the spit on the basement. They're like, the news anchors were talking.
overhyping it.
Holy shit. Yeah. Man, those are the times.
I would say we're just covered in tech.
Yeah. It's really blown up in the last like 15 years. Smartphones was the start of it, I think. I remember when the iPhone was announced.
Touchscreen. That's where touchscreen.
Yeah.
Like, because you had touchscreens where it's like it was the layered touchscreen, and you'd make the you'd push the plastic layer and
Yeah.
then touch that harder layer below it, and that was your touchscreen.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the first like glass touchscreen.
Yeah.
And people were like,
Yeah. The first iPhone.
I love watching the first iPhone like unveil. Like that conference is actually really exciting. Like it holds up to today. It's like so like at that time it's like that was amazing.
Yeah.
That was like
It
feats
seriously was.
of engineering. People were like, I remember the first time holding an iPhone. It was like an iPhone like 2 or something, and I felt like I was holding the most like expensive thing in the world.
Yeah.
I was like, holy crap, it's an iPhone.
Yeah, I mean, the iPhone launch was what brought Apple back onto the map. Because nobody really fucked with Apple.
Apple wasn't really doing anything cool. They were doing computers, but Dell was already doing that way before them.
Yeah,
and then
and better.
yeah, Microsoft was there, HP was already there.
Nobody, I mean, Windows and Linux still are the premier operating systems that everyone uses.
Yeah.
So, like,
Mac
really-
OS.
yeah, it was really just, it was the shock of like, holy shit, Apple just made this new product.
See, that's
And
Apple
then
used to
they're
do
like,
new
hey,
stuff.
Macs, we have Macs now, and
Yeah.
like,
And then they just like, now you can connect your phone to your laptop. And it's like, I get like, it's all tech that this existed when Apple does it usually. But it's like, even when the iPhone, like that touchscreen, that technology had been developed. They just made it to
they
their
made it
own.
mainstream and somewhat affordable.
Yep.
And yeah, it,
Now you go to like, you have touchscreens at McDonald's. You
Yep.
have a little kiosk there, and
yep. The big thing for the iPhone, the first iPhone, was you can browse on the actual internet.
yeah,
Because-
because phones would use some like bootleg internet.
Yeah, it
service.
wasn't like a real browser. It was like it was something else. Like it
I
was.
remember like it didn't really
It
work.
didn't really work. You could access the internet on the Razor.
It would like only work on Blackberries.
It was very like limited with what you could do. The fact that you could browse the real internet, I was like, whoa.
Well, Apple killed BlackBerry too.
Yep.
BlackBerry was the phone to have.
Dude,
Like-
everyone wanted a Black.
Yeah, if you're doing work, if you're writing emails, you want a Black.
Yep. With the full keyboard.
And the stylus.
Yep. You got a hydrant redemption. Sir?
Hold on. Pretty thirsty, so hydrate.
Question, fellas, isn't that cooler supposed to have a screen on it? Yes. But it is a tactile screen.
Yes, here, go ahead. Get that side cam. Perfect. I'll show you what Brad's talking about. So we've got our screen right here, the back screen. We got the screen on the motherboard, and then we have this right here. It looks like a tube TV almost. That's why I like to call it. Like
The tube TV.
a little tube TV. But this thing, don't obviously do this when it's running. You don't want to do that. But this thing is just magnetic, and it comes right off. And that's your screen. Your actual pump stays below it. So we have this thing right here. This is our VRM fan. This is our micro fan that's embedded above the pump. This is not the pump itself. There's two channels that come right underneath this fan. It blows air into your VRM surrounding your CPU. Very cool. And then it also, the Asetek 9 pump is below this microfan, and it pumps around like 3,200 RPM or more. Yeah, and that's your screen. It's connected. I can't take it off all the way because I have my USB already all routed. But that's the USB gives you all the control for the screen. You can put whatever you want on it.
Yeah, it's a pretty high res screen too. I don't know
It's an OLED screen.
it's an OLED screen.
It is an OLED. There's an OLED panel.
And
Mainly
it's also
OLED.
higher refresh rate too.
Yes, it's like
than the
120.
old- Yeah.
It went to the old Reunion, the Reunion 2, really good cooler. but that has a 60 frames per second, not as pixel dense. I don't believe it's OLED, but this one has all the like, you know, they took the Ryujin 2 and made it way better.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks really sleek. I love and then they also made it white. So the Ryujin 3 is the first time this cooler is in white. Before we would just do a black Ryujin 3 and a white build.
Can you flip the Ryujin 3 vertical?
Yes.
You can.
So if you wanted, I could do it vertically. I could do that right now. I would prefer to do that right now if you want. I always do it landscape. One, because that's what our product photos are. So I want people who buy the Legatus to expect it to be landscape. Unless we are reached out by the customer to do a different orientation. But I like this because you can fit pretty much any GIF photo on the internet on this landscape, kind of like a desktop photo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you took your desktop to flip it, you couldn't fit everything on there. So it works better for GIFs, works better for all that. So that's it. Other than that, aesthetically, I like flipping it vertically because then it matches the vertical screen, obviously, that's already in your case. And that's pretty cool. You can't flip it when it's already screwed down. That's something you need to take the whole pump off the CPU, twist it, and then put it on. So.
He said it's perfect the way you got it.
Cool.
I've got the Starkiller blowing up stormtroopers on my cooler LCD.
That's cool.
Hell yeah.
Dude, Starkiller, I want them to either remaster that game or like
I've never played Unleashed.
it is really good. It's probably one of the most exciting like Star Wars stories because it's literally an overpowered like clone Jedi that went rogue and then he's like it's kind of like an Anakin where he has so much power and doesn't know how to control it. There's a scene where he literally just like vaporizes stormtroopers, like vapor, like force.
shit.
It's like force vaporism. I don't even know what he does. He can do like everything. He's like he's technically a stronger user of the force than Anakin, but Anakin can like subdue him, I think.
Yeah.
Because he's his underling. So, it's a cool story. It's a really cool Star Wars
I'm
story.
gonna check them out.
Yeah. And if it ever goes on sale, I recommend just giving it. Just show them the trailers for the second one. Yeah.
I remember when they came out, but I had never played. Like I remember everyone loved the second one.
Dude,
it
it's
seemed
awesome.
to be everyone's favorite.
Any trailer you see of it or like
Yeah.
that, or any gameplay, like it's awesome.
I want to get the book's autograph. Is that game on PC? Yes. Force Unleashed is on PC. But it is from like, I think the first one is like 2008. The second one's like 2010 or 11,
Yeah.
something like that. So they are a little bit older.
I feel like it holds up.
But if it doesn't matter to you, like graphics wise, if it doesn't matter, I can get a little turned off by graphics sometimes. Yeah, I'm one of those guys.
These graphics are old.
What?
These graphics are old.
No, Saitama, ignore that Streamlabs thing. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Tom. What's your profane?
He said, oh shit, I'm getting it. Sounds badass, and it fucking timed him out for that. I don't know
Can we
why.
please stop swearing?
I don't know why.
You got that bot is a little.
That
like,
bot is a little turned into a little Nazi. Let's see.
not letting the people speak.
Let my people speak. No? CO6, what do you mean no? New Marvel movie trailer.
New Marvel movie?
Which trailer? Is it the whatchamacallit trailer? Deadpool? That comes out.
It comes out this month.
I think it's either next Friday or the 26th. I don't remember. No, it's not. I don't know what you could say. New Captain America World Order. That's coming out next year though, isn't it? It's early to be dropping. early.
It's not.
It's
It's gonna be Falcon.
yeah, it's gonna be what's his name? It comes out in February. Okay.
I liked Chris Evans in the first like two Captain Americas. I don't know if it was either his acting that changed or the writing for his character that changed, but I just like stopped liking Captain.
He got a
America.
little too like,
It's like I'm Captain America.
yeah, like smug.
Yeah, he's like smug about it, and like yeah, he's,
Yeah.
like, he's a good-looking guy, but you don't need to be like smug about it.
Yeah,
Like I like Robert Downey Jr. He's like, yeah, I'm fucking Iron Man. But
yeah,
it's like he's the only person I could see. Like other people could play Captain America,
yeah,
but like I wouldn't. The only other people I'd want playing Iron Man are like the people from who do the like animation voices for Iron Man.
yeah.
So you have to be smug and like I don't even know, like like a rich entrepreneur, like Playboy philanthropist.
Yeah, right. Alright. Alright. Fix the bot a little bit. Harrison Ford is in it. He's in the new Captain America.
Who is Harrison Ford?
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford's still doing
He's like
movies. I thought he was like
87.
I thought he was like pissed about still making movies.
He's got to be like 87 now.
I feel like every time you see him on the red carpet for anything, he's just mad.
He's 81.
Hi, girl.
Put this on your desk.
Oh, thank you, sir.
He's not in the fridge. Hey, you never took your lettuce.
I know.
I'm gonna beat you up. And you want
I
more
feel
produce?
I feel really bad I didn't take the lettuce.
It's like take it and like either compost it or like give it to animals. Don't throw it away.
I'm not.
Don't waste it.
No, it's still in the fridge.
It's in the fridge. You probably do.
Yeah, you got it through yours.
I ate it the same day.
Full.
Bullshit because you left it in the fridge for multiple days.
Yep.
I used it the same night on burger.
All right, now I'm gonna get the graphics card in.
Alright, I'll have a good one.
See you, Owen. See you, baby.
Hasta lunes.
Bye, Owen. Hope you find your dad. It's only $7 right now. Maybe I'll get it.
What the
Star Wars Force Unleashed.
game, dude?
What's the full build again? It is a Legatus. It's pretty much the same one you had. PC.
Yeah, we got a 4090. We got the Ryujin 3. Yeah, it's basically what you got for the giveaway.
Yeah, pretty much. If anybody in chat doesn't know, XTC is the winner of our first ever giveaway. He got the League of Legends build. And it was also displayed
At Asus's headquarters.
Yep.
Asus's headquarters, and the CEO of Asus saw it. They flew from Taiwan, and they saw that computer and the Evangelion one. They were like, woo! They were like,
Yep.
freaking out about it. It was pretty cool. I was just watching from afar.
Yeah.
I was like, do I go talk to the CEO?
You should have. That would be cool.
Well, they like had a bunch of people around them, and I was
okay.
like, if they come to my booth, like then I'll talk
Yeah,
to
yeah.
them, kind of thing.
I see.
They're like they had just walked. I didn't want to run up there and be like, oh. I mean, I guess they wouldn't have cared, but intimidation,
Yeah.
that was a factor.
Yep. 100%. Oh, your wife won that one? Oh, okay. You won the
Gotta give credit where it's due.
That's true.
Gotta respect that from XTC.
But you're the one that plays on it mostly, or is that one your wife's? You do a Star Wars giveaway and I'm fighting people.
Dude, honestly, do you remember that the Stormtrooper?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that
the stormtrooper fight,
The
fighting one. That one.
Oh,
Was awesome. I love
badass.
that.
Some of my favorite artwork. That was like that it looked like a mural from Star Wars. Like someone painted a scene
Yeah.
from the universe and like put it on a case.
That one was so good.
She doesn't game. Hey, but he still gives credit where credit's due. You gotta respect that. We got the chunkinator of a 4090 right here.
Friday, and I'm watching my PC being built. This is awesome. Thank you so much, fellas. Yeah, man. It's always fun. Fun for us. I'm glad we get to do this.
I'm just thankful you guys like actually like seeing this because we're like,
Yeah.
are people gonna like?
Yeah, I mean, I was a little skeptical. I'm like,
Yeah, it's like we'll see how it goes. You know, if it doesn't work out, we just won't do it continuously, and then just people really like, and then we started really liking it too. So we're like, and then we started to come up with a bunch of different ideas of what you can do. So I mean, it's fun. Definitely turned into more than I ever thought it would. Getting your butt kicked back there.
No. I was just on the phone with somebody for a while.
Oh.
Had an interesting conversation with a fellow system integrator.
ah. Starkiller says, Jacob, you were the one that said they built my Gladiator a while back, right? Nick? Were you talking about Nick? Such a good friend. I gifted a second PC to a fellow army brother who deployed. Yeah, I'm a great friend. Yep.
I a while back built my Gladiator. Probably. Does it have a vertical mount?
I think Jacob probably built the most at this point.
Dude, I built so many. I was thinking, like, I wish I kept count, like, how many I actually built.
Like if we totaled up like who built how many machines and just assigned it, like, you know, this technician built X percentage of like our total builds or whatever, I think Jacob.
Go back and count them up.
I think Jacob would have. I don't even think it.
Just the amount, how long I've been here too, and just like
you,
how.
you've been here the longest, and then you and
You're
Josh would have been neck and neck for a while.
Yeah, we would have actually, yeah.
You and Josh would have been. Josh has been gone for a while now, though. How long has he been gone?
Since
Been like,
May of last year, I think.
Yeah,
so much
Was
has
it the
happened.
first or second week of May, I think.
yeah. Josh was not let go, by the way. Josh moved.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Josh had
We wish Josh.
other
was still-
dream,
We,
and it
we
didn't include me.
Wish, we wish Josh was still here.
Joshy boy pops into the chat once in a while.
Yeah, he still texts me sometimes. We text memes and talk shit about.
I was gonna say I mostly send him. I send him memes like probably every day.
We
I
talk
found
shit
this
about-
one. Oh,
we
go
talk
ahead.
shit about basketball and Crusader
Dude,
kids.
are you talking shit about Bronny?
Little Bronny James. Yeah. Little Bronny James.
I found this account on Instagram. It just came across my feed. It's an account like a fan page for Josh. That's all. That's the name of it, and it's just like this and some Josh. It's just like it's a beautiful scenic background. It's like this and some Josh, or like I'll have to show you. It's like the rant. Every time I get him, I just send him straight to him. It's the most random thing ever. It's the simple things like that that bring me joy. Does not take a lot. There we go. That is in. And we have our anti-sag right here. can relocate my screw I just had.
Y'all should get your own stamps and put them on cases somewhere, like those inspected by number stickers.
QC,
Yeah.
QC7 or whatever it is. Should just, I don't know. There was a period of time there for a while, everybody, because I think it was after we first started streaming, everybody was asking Jacob to sign their bills.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I forget who was the first person to ask.
Everyone started signing them. I was like, well, if I don't sign it, they'll just know it's me.
Yeah.
I just stopped signing it, and then they're like, oh, Jacob does this one. I was like, cool, it worked out.
I forget who it was, but one of the customers was asking, started asking Jacob to sign the bill or whatever. And then,
Oh yeah.
Then everyone was asking after that.
In the stream, like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
can you sign my bill? Yeah, because we have like a little red, we have a gold or a red paint marker, and then we just like,
We had a paint marker who was signing the.
yeah, customer just in the stream would be like, sign my bill. Hey,
Someone wanted you to kiss it too. Remember that?
and I did it.
You did it.
Well, they wanted me to put lipstick on
Yeah.
it. And kissing the machine, I was like, no. I was like, I'll kiss it though.
I think they just wanted your DNA, dude.
Yeah, I was
They're
like,
gonna grow their own. They're gonna grow their own Jacob.
I will admit, like one or two machines has like an atom-sized piece of like my DNA somewhere on it, like
Right.
just from like getting a cut and like I wipe it.
Just from jamming your thumb into a fan header.
Yeah, someone's fan header pins has like my under nail DNA. Ugh, that's the worst, dude. A little like a little half-inch like piece of metal just going underneath your nail bed. Well, like really thin, but thicker than a needle. Good time. Not really. Fun. 9 years.
Yeah, we expect Nick to come back. It is temporarily not working here, but we expect. Privacy reasons. What?
Mm.
We were discussing the coming AMD CPU launch.
Ah.
Just trying to get a feel for the lay of the land there.
I feel like it'll be exciting.
On the one hand, new CPU launch, exciting. On the other hand, AMD CPU launch. Fire up that tech support.
Yeah.
Jacob's been through one AMD CPU launch for 7,000 series. What do you think, Jay?
I don't know if it was like. Well, it was also AMD's first time with DDR5, and now it just DDR5 was already like a shit show out the gate, and everyone knew it would be, but it was like a really bad shit show, and it was like the tech support was so dumb. It wasn't the customer's fault. It was just because it was new hardware. It's like,
But it's, yeah.
and it worked out. Like updates came out, smoothed it all over. But like,
yeah.
It's that first 60 days. That first 30 to 60 days.
it's like when the new Xbox comes out. Like,
Right.
don't buy the day one Xbox.
First 30 to 60 days. Watch out. As somebody that's been seeing AMD CPU launches for over 20 years, I can tell you, guaranteed dumpster fire. I mean, also guaranteed the product will be a banger.
That's the thing. Like, it will be a really good.
Yeah,
it will be
once-
really good product.
100%. Once they iron out the kinks. But there will be kinks. there will be kinks. You know? It's like my wife. She's really hot. But you know there's drama. what is that, like the hot crazy Matrix or whatever?
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
Do you guys know that the Terminator series and the Matrix is the same story? The person who wrote the Terminator and the Matrix is the same person. She gave it to Hollywood as one script, and then Hollywood stripped it into two different entities.
Huh.
I didn't know that.
The Matrix precedes the Terminator. Terminator's before the Matrix,
Yeah, that makes sense.
but they're all in the same world.
Chick on Twitter called Sarah Connor. Like, she always makes references as if she were the movie character.
Yeah.
And it's pretty funny.
Need your boots, your pants, and your boots.
So is Neo John Connor? Actually.
No. Sarah Connor is Keanu Reeves' mom.
Okay. So
Or
that's
like
John
grandmother. Yeah. So like Sarah Connor
Okay.
is. Yeah, that's the
That
whole
makes
thing.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really cool story. Like she has a whole interview of her like explaining how it all works together. It's
Yeah.
really cool.
I actually like the new Matrix movie that came out
Was it good?
last year, 2 years ago.
I didn't see it.
was
I
pretty
didn't
good.
watch it.
It was pretty interesting.
Like soft reboot of the series or whatever.
It wasn't a soft reboot; it was a continuation.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
I
cool.
see everybody. You're a Star Wars guy.
Yeah.
Everybody's upset with Star Wars right now.
Dude,
Why?
it's just
I don't
Just-
follow.
the content is it's
I
so
think-
Disney. It is Disney level content, like of just Star Wars, and it's like the coolest thing. I did like the Obi-Wan show. That one I enjoyed.
I loved Obi.
That was good. I really did like it.
I like the original Star Wars trilogy.
Yeah. I like that one.
What have you made me do?
So,
What was
episode
it?
1 came out when I was in high school.
Okay.
So,
Episode 1 or episode 3?
98, right?
episode 1.
That one?
Episode 1 came out when I was in high school.
The CGI episode 1.
Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, Jar Jar.
Yeah. So oh wow.
Jar Jar
okay.
Binks came out when I was in high school.
Was that 98? 97?
Ish. It was in the 90s. I'm dating myself.
I remember going to the theater for that.
Dude, we went to opening night. Like me and my girlfriend at the time and a couple buddies and like their girlfriends or whatever. The line was wrapped around the entire movie theater.
I believe it, dude.
Like, I mean, I'm talking about around the entire, and I'm talking about, so the Lake in the Hills Theater is where we saw it. So if you guys have been
Yeah.
to the Lake in the Hills
Yeah.
Theater, you know how big that building
Yep.
is. The line was around the building. They were playing it on every screen
Yeah.
in the theater, and they were starting it, I think, like every 15 minutes or something like that.
Oh wow.
And so they had a showing that was starting like every 15 minutes or whatever. It was a midnight showing was the first show. So they were doing like a midnight, 12:15, 12:30, 12:45, and I think they had 8 screens there. They had 8 screens there at the time. So they had a midnight start time all the way up to I think like a 1:45 or 2 a.m. start time. So every 15 minutes. And like you knew it was going to be mayhem. You got
Yeah.
there early and whatever. The line was around the entire. I've never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it. It was very cool. There were people like dressed up, like people.
And
were,
I just realized that was before you could pre-purchase tickets, probably. I mean,
Yeah.
online and stuff.
correct.
Like,
Yes. You could
That's-
pre-purchase tickets, but
yeah,
at the box office.
yeah.
So like at the theater, you
Yep.
could buy tickets.
That's why if you had tickets, it was like a flex. I already got the tickets.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
wow.
It was almost like pre-internet days.
Yep.
How you like impress your day? Like I already got the tickets for this the other day.
That's how Harry Potter was, too. Harry Potter.
I actually was old enough to see some Harry Potters come out in theaters, which
Yeah.
is cool.
Especially Half-Blood Prince. That was the one I saw at midnight.
That's the one I saw too.
And that one was crazy.
Well, because so much happens in like that movie. Like so many things happen to characters.
Yeah. Sporting
Yeah.
events, all the sporting events when I was a kid, there were ticket scalpers like
Yep.
outside the event, selling tickets and stuff. Like that's what Star Killers fucking check. Yep. That's what it is,
You
man.
want some tickets?
Yeah, that's all it was, dude. We used to go. So my dad used to take my brother and I to the Cincinnati Reds games at the old Riverfront Stadium
Mhm.
in Cincinnati. We could park across the bridge in Kentucky, and then walk. The bridge goes over the Ohio River into Cincinnati, so you could park. Today that area is very bougie. It's like Newport on the water and whatever. Like it's all upscale. Back in the day, it was shithole. It was sketchy. And you could park your car on the Newport side for $1. So you could park your car for $1 on the Newport side, walk across the bridge in this like sketchy ass parking garage, and then you would walk out of the parking garage. As soon as you got out of the parking garage, there was people selling like peanuts and stuff like that. Like all the poors would park on the Kentucky side. That's where we park, man. All the poors would park on the Kentucky side for the game, and you walk across the bridge. And you could get a ticket. If you had a ticket in the upper deck in the top rows of the stadium, you could get a $2 ticket for weeknight games.
Oh wow.
So it's a $2 ticket for weeknight games. So my dad and my brother and me could go to the baseball game, park the car, and get 2 bags of peanuts for $10.
Wow.
Can you imagine going to a professional baseball game for $10 now?
No.
I've been to a professional baseball game for $8
Let
a
alone,
couple of years ago. I went to a Cubs game, $8. You just get like nosebleeds.
yeah.
$8.
That's
This is
not
the
bad.
cheapest game of my life. I was like, I'll pay $8 to watch a full game. I was like, holy shit.
And you would move down, like, after like the 6th or 7th game, people would start to leave. We
Mhm.
could move down and like take their seats.
Nice.
And we were kids, so like the ushers didn't
Yeah.
they didn't like fuck with us or whatever. 'cause
Yeah.
we were kids. So we'd wait till like the 5th or 6th inning and then like move down, you know, to like open seats or
Yeah.
whatever. My dad used to be embarrassed. My brother and I would keep moving down.
Oh my god, open seat. Oh,
Yeah,
there's
yeah, we
oh,
would
look,
keep,
another
yeah,
open
we would
seat.
keep going. Like we would.
Oh my god, we can keep going.
Like kept going down like closer and closer.
I used to do that stuff all the
My
time.
dad would be all there.
You sit next to someone else random, and you're like,
Yeah,
sorry for my kid.
we didn't care. I was like Sam's age probably,
Dude, I feel like you were Sam. Like,
maybe,
at that age.
maybe I don't know. I was never big like him though.
Sam, dude, that guy.
He's a tank. Tank.
That guy had like a neural link in his brain. I'm pretty sure he was just born with one.
I don't know, man.
Well, he had to play catch up because he's got the older kids. But
Yeah.
he tries to
I
hit.
think that's part of it. I think that's part of it is he's always trying to keep up with the older two, so he gets, you know,
Did they ever? They include him, right? It seems like they include him. Not so much anymore.
Hit and miss,
Hit and miss.
hit and miss. Yeah. See, Eleanor.
But that's siblings though.
Yeah, Eleanor's the one that has the easy ride because she gets mad at one or the other. She'll still play with the other.
I'm gonna go play with Alexander now.
Yeah, well, because she's in the middle. So she
Yeah.
can, you know,
Vibe with both.
yeah, she can ride either way. And then it's, I don't know. Sam really wants to keep up with Alexander because he, you know, like it's his older brother. That's
Yeah.
with him or whatever. And Alexander, you know, he's 11. Like,
You get to that point, he's like, "You're younger than me."
but he gets, you know, sometimes he doesn't have a lot of patience for Sam.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, like because he's 11 and Sam is 6.
Yeah.
So
You could tell me that like Alexander is like 13. I'd be like, he looks a little older for his age. Like
Mhm.
Yeah, he's not.
he acts older too. Like it's just
Yeah, he's
precocious.
Yeah, he's intellectually mature. For 11.
Oh, I said that to Alona. I think I was talking about your kids if they're very like precocious, and she's like, "Why would you call them that?" I was like, these are really smart, like for their age. She's like, "Oh." She thought it was something that's like something completely different. And I was like, "I don't know."
Alexander's pretty smart. I don't know about Sam.
Dude, Sam's like, he sees like a semi truck. He's like, "Oh!"
Sam is like, I don't know. Sometimes he does stuff, and I'm like, holy shit, this kid's like kind of engineering genius or something. And then sometimes he does shit, and I'm like,
Where did it
he
go?
might be retarded. I'm like, maybe that's every kid, I guess. I don't know. But he's like one part like Mr. Wizard and then one part Wreck-It Ralph.
Dude. Yeah, my parents had no clue I was gonna end up because I had like my head thing when I was born.
Yeah.
So then they're like, and I would do like, oh yeah, you're smart, and then it's like, I do something stupid and
I
like
don't know.
slam a gallon of milk on the kitchen counter and it goes everywhere. And I'm like, why would you do that?
They thought my brother like, you know, developmentally delayed or something because he used to sit down to go over the curb. Like on the street.
Yeah.
He would sit down to go over the curb.
Really?
Yeah. Or if he was coming down off the front porch, he would sit down to like go down the step.
Huh.
Like when he came off the porch. And my mom was like freaked out by it. Like why is this kid like sitting down to go over the curb?
Yeah.
You know? And turned out he's smarter than all of us. He was just really cautious. Like, you know,
Seen too many people eat it on the curb.
Yeah.
He had a really bad speech impediment too.
Oh, I had that too.
When he was little. Like
Mhm.
he did speech therapy for 2 years.
Yeah.
Like with his R's and W's and L's. And
Yeah.
stuff.
That's what I went in for.
Yeah.
I couldn't do any of it.
And he had like
I couldn't say my K's. Like I couldn't say okay. I said like ote.
Oh, okay.
It was-
yeah. Now Alexander or Jeff was like, you know, the YN was wowie. Like, you know, like
Yeah, that's it. I was like
Yeah.
kind of like baby speech almost.
Yeah.
all
Like,
over FUD, dude. Like, you know, we web it.
yeah.
So and you know like because you don't know like when somebody's in first grade like how smart they are
Yeah.
because I mean you can like take the stuff or whatever, but dude you're in first grade like
What's a start test?
you know like the school testing the
Oh yeah.
you know like they test them and like
This is how smart your kid is.
but you don't know. He's a first grader. Like he could have decided to put B for everything that day because fucking whatever.
He really liked how it looked.
Because he's in first grade. Like you don't know. You know, like it's when you get a little older, you can tell.
Yeah.
But yeah, they wondered about my brother. Like maybe he was. And you know, now he's like multilingual, freaking master's degree in theoretical and applied mechanics.
Holy
like,
shit.
You know. Yeah, dude, he took like, I think he was taking differential equations as like a freshman in college or whatever. It was like ridiculous. And he went to Illinois, which is like a crazy hard school to get into, and he was a chancellor scholar at U of I. He was a national merit scholar. Like,
Oh, wow.
I know. And he's like 6'4". Like people meet my brother and they meet me, I'm like, what the fuck happened to you? I want to be like, well, they thought he was retarded when we were kids.
You wouldn't have known.
Right. He caught up. I'm sorry.
Maybe he's the weird looking one.
Yeah, right. I don't know. He was crazy good at sports too. Like crazy good. Especially baseball. Like by the time I was like 13 or 14, my brother, who was like 2.5 years younger than me, was legit just straight up. Like not better for his age. Like
Yeah.
he was just straight up.
That's gotta be like a damn. Like that's the older
And-
kid. Like
Yeah.
Well, it's crazy because I was good. Like, you know, like when we played, you know, we would go, we played summer ball, like in the rec park district or
dude,
whatever.
with the post.
I was the best player on my team. And then, you know, then you would go to the travel league in the fall. And I was not the best. You know, like I was just another kid on the team then. But they would split up, like the travel team kids for the rec league teams.
Yeah.
So we would all be on different teams so that one team didn't just roll everybody. But I would always be the best player on my rec team. And then we would go to like the travel season or whatever. And I was just another kid on the team. But my brother was legit. Like, you know, we did something. It was my 8th grade year. I played basketball at school. A lot of kids, we had a game over like, this is over like Thanksgiving break or Christmas break or something. A we literally only had like 5 or 6 kids that showed up for the game because everybody else was like their families were traveling or whatever. And so my brother, who was in 5th grade at the time, like jumped on and played for my 8th grade basketball team and led all scorers.
Wow.
like a 5th grader in an 8th grade basketball game.
Holy crap.
Yeah, he was a freak.
That's not nice. Don't call people. If you do know, if you guys see, if you're in Twitch, we do have a will it post. Will it post and have everything work means that all the RGB lights turn on, all the fans will spin, and then since we have our LCD screen, we'll actually see it post to BIOS. That's just all we're looking for today. More benchmark and hardware testing will happen while we program the computer. So I pulled one Roma tomato off. I'm gonna see if it'll ripen off the plant. Read somewhere that sometimes it can.
Yeah.
So I'll see that, and then I mean, if it works, I'm just gonna start pulling Roma tomatoes off. Just letting them ride, because I'm an
Get
impatient
antsy.
man right now.
Yep.
I want those things. Plus, actually pulling one off the plant will help the others just get more focused too. So.
Maybe be the catalyst to make them all start ripening.
That's why I'm manifesting.
Pretty soon here. I think in another week and a half, you'll probably start seeing them ripen.
Yeah. I know it's more like end of July, August, September. That's when you
Yeah.
really get tomatoes, but it seems like other plants. They're not Roma. They're other like versions of tomatoes. But I'm like,
Yeah, I think the early girls are right now.
I think that's what I saw. I think the early girls, and then my cherry tomatoes are
Mm-hmm.
more of them are ripening. Before it was like one every week. Now it's like multiple I have.
Yep.
And then I have more pear cherries
Okay.
that are nice and ripe.
Yeah, when those cherries start coming in,
I'll let you know.
they come in fast.
Yeah. I'll let you know when I get way too much to know what to deal with.
Yeah, one day you'll be like, oh, cool, I have like 3 or 4 of them. And then the next day it'll be like, whoa,
Oh,
I have 200 now.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I just found one of my neighbors at the garden was telling me they're growing this plant, which is from the spinach family, and it's not spinach. Kind of looks like spinach, almost looks like kale, but it's part of the spinach family, and it's really good for you. Tastes really good for salad soups or anything like that. But a lot of America sees it as a weed, so it gets just destroyed. So, but they're like European. I'm not sure exactly where they are from, but definitely have the accent and everything with them. And they refer to American, like just thinking like that.
Yeah.
With gardening, but no, they're like, yeah. Then they're just starting to like flower. So they're like, we get seeds, we'll just give them to you. And it's super. It's like you don't need to do anything to maintain it. It grows like a weed. It's fully edible and super nutritious.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like how like dandelion root is
Yeah.
amazing for you. It's like the number one. Like, I think it's really good against. I think one of the cancers. I think it's breast or heart. Like, disease. Really good at just getting like natural way to do it. Like how garlic is good if you have a cold.
Yeah.
So, but then it's a wheat. People call it a wheat. I was always like, what the hell is a weed? People just call it
Something they don't.
something that they don't want in the, and
Yeah.
it grows super easily and all around. But a lot of weeds are actually good for you. Surprising fact. Learning a lot about gardening, you know. You guys might have known this, but I'm only like 24. Everything in the world is like, ah.
Yeah. You've only been an adult for 6 years. You're like a 6-year-old.
I'd give me like 2 years. I'd give me.
Well, legally. technically 6 years.
No, I turned adult. I was like, I should not.
Yeah.
I am
I'm
not
giving way
that-
too much responsibility.
I'm a late bloomer. I'm not at that point yet. I still have a prefrontal lobe to grow.
All right, as you can see, the LCDs already.
Nice little display on the reunion. This will stay on your computer when it's off. It is a setting that you can turn off in software. We won't change it for you, but that's something you can change out in the future, just for stuff. But I think we're gonna turn it on. I'm a little nervous. I feel like I connected everything, but I feel like I'm missing. I don't know. We'll see.
Uh-oh.
Been a long. We've been live for a while, so it's been a nice build. Everything looks really good. My cables are all tucked. Gaskets are not popping out. And you're lucky. I found you a second CPU cable. Did that just for you. Did you care? You laugh, but I did do it on purpose. Ooh.
All right, all the lights are on so far, so good.
There is a plastic cover on the screen, so if you see me touching it, like it's fine. A little plastic cover. We're gonna keep it on from now to until you get it. So you're in charge of taking that little plastic cover off. Just one more layer of protection while we're sending you the machine, because we are gonna pack this with a bunch of packing material and ship it out. So, everything's looking good. Going through the cycles. I've got a little bit of plastic right here. Yeah, touched it.
Touch the fans.
Touch the fan. I might, I'm going to be adding, I am going to add more adhesive to the 7-inch screen in the back. I'm not going to do it right now because we're kind of looking at everything's posting. It works with staying, but I want more adhesive. We're in BIOS. It's a good post. We've got
Good
everything
post.
working. Every fan is spinning. The graphics card fans are spinning very well. Graphics card fans will not spin until they need to. They're spinning right now just because they don't have a driver on it. Once they get the driver on, they will stop spinning until it reaches about 55 degrees Celsius. Then the fans will kick on, and then they'll start cooling itself. But so don't be. If you have a 30 series or even a 20 series, and you're familiar with how those fans ramp up and their temperature curves, just know that 40 series is different. 40 series all have a larger heat sink. They don't get as hot as previous generation GPUs. So you're not going to be worrying about fan speeds too much. And if you're like, oh, they're not spinning, like wait for it to get a little hotter and then you'll be good. That's just what I learned from going from 30 series to 40 series. They're more efficient, so pretty cool. But that was our Legatus. That is the white Legatus. This is the Intel model. This is we can list off the parts again real quick. Everything in this build is housed in the 011 RGB Evo. We have 9 Unifan SL Infinities 120. And a little brain fart there. We have the Ryujin 3. We have the i9 14900K. We have 64 gigabytes of memory at 6,000 speed. We have a 2 terabyte boot drive with a 2 terabyte additional storage, both Kingston Fury Renegades. There's extra storage was added by the customer. We have a 7-inch screen back here, which can be used for any sort of display that you really want. And then the 4090. We have a 4090. 24 gigabytes of VRAM and some anti-sag too. So this little bracket, if you see this thing over here, this is anti-sag. So it keeps your card level, and so you don't have additional.
I'm about to bust.
Yeah, right. Threw me off guard. I wasn't ready for it. And then we have the power supply. So super efficient power supply, platinum rated. So if this thing was run as a server and it was kept on 24/7, it would not do large damage on electricity bill because it runs a super high efficient. I think platinums are like a 97% efficient rate.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, they're really good. And yeah, cool. White cables. Brad doesn't come with a computer.
I don't come with a computer, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I am not for sale.
looks good and it's super quiet. So right now the fans are spinning at a really low rate of speed. They're probably at like 400 RPM. We're gonna adjust those fan speeds and hopefully get them shipped out to you at like a 1400. Anywhere from, I recommend running your unit fans in an 011 anywhere from 1200 RPM to just under 1500 RPM. No point in going higher than that, even though they can. You lose a lot of efficiency from your cooling if you turn up those fan speeds. You could turn up fan speeds like individually, like you could turn this bank up, you can make that the fastest ever in the world. And that would be good. But fan speeds against your radiator, you want to keep between those numbers that I mentioned. And yeah, some tips of the day for the end of the stream on Friday. But that's going to be it. That is the Legatus. I'm going to go home. It's been a good week.
It's been a good week.
Yeah, I hope you guys have a good weekend. If you're in a hot part of the country, stay cool. And if you're already staying cool, good for you. Well, cool. See you guys.
And one final thing
Farewell,
before I
citizen.
head out. Just a reminder that we are doing Cards Against Humanity on Monday night at 8 p.m. Sweet. You do need tabletop sim to play, but go ahead and join the Discord. You can join the event, and we'll play some cards. It'll be fun. And have a good weekend, guys. When will it ship? It'll probably ship Monday. As long as everything tests good, which good start anyways. But yeah, it'll ship Monday. So you'll probably get it
We'll put it through the works. We want to test it. Like
3 or 4 days later.
I could program, put Windows on it, and it could be done. But like, we want to test it.
Yeah. If it's gonna break, we want it to break here, so nobody is frustrated with the process. So, all right, we'll see you guys Monday. See you guys.